Okay, let's look at the setup for getting the StudioLive 32S mixed up with the analog equipment that you have. Because if you're old school like me, you still use analog equipment and then you put it into the inputs of your StudioLive. So let's get started on that. Let's figure it out. We'll talk about the warm audio preamp that I currently have right here. So if you can see that, I have a warm audio preamp. I've got reverb, I've got compressor, and by the way, that's a warm audio WA73 EQ. All right, so it's a preamp with EQ in it. All right, so let's do this. All right, let me squeeze back here. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm struggling with, this is how much space I have. I'm like walking around to try to get around all this wiring and stuff I need to clean up, and it's messy back here too. So I'm gonna try to do this as best as I can. All right. So let's see if it's too dark back there. No, that should be okay. So first off, I'm using a patch bay. All right, that patch bay, I'm gonna shine this light actually a little bit more over there. Yeah. All right, so that patch bay is what's routing audio out of the warm audio preamp right here. Okay, and that's routing audio for me into the compressor here, and it's really dark under here, but we're going to try to get it. All right, there you go. So you can see the compressor right there, the inputs. Okay, so I have a output coming from the warm audio insert. Okay, and that insert is getting put into the port right here on the top. All right, so that goes right into the insert SIN. Okay, and when that goes into the SIN, it comes out into the compressor, and then the compressor puts it back out here, and then it compresses my audio and sends it out of that here. Okay, and that goes all the way over here, okay, into input 17. And I think we're gonna need some more light so you can see that input 17 back there. So, ooh, don't want to focus. Let's see what we can do with that. Right there, that top one. Okay, so that's that one right there. Input 17. All right. Now, that's a analog line coming from a patch bay into the StudioLive 32S's input. And you can pump preamp from there if you need more preamp pumping for your audio, but you should be able to do everything you can do from the compressor and the input that you're using on the analog input. All right, so that's one way to get analog equipment into your system that you're using a 32S on. Okay, if you're asking what type of compressor I'm using, let's go over here. Let's look at that. Okay, because I'm gonna show a little bit more about the equipment that I'm running. So I like the SCOM compressors, and so that's what I got. I have a Samsung SCOM compressor. It looks like my camera's having a super hard time focusing. There we go. SCOM compressor. Let's see if I can take it off autofocus and manually focus it. Bingo. All right, and then it's got the warm audio right on top of it. Patch bay up here. I'll have to do another video on how to work a patch bay because I'm not going to get into that today. but I showed you how it's routed on the back end. Just know that those are direct connections to this. So I'm like basically hopping the sound over to the next channel. So it's like, you know, this is out to in, then this picks it up from there and puts it there. So yeah, we'll get more into that. But that's pretty much what I'm doing. I really don't run the reverb machine that much. I don't know, I bought it because I like the reverb machine, like I like it, but there's not too many instances in where I use it. But as all analog guys will say, you just get it, and then when you need it, you use it, because you never know. All right. So I hope that helped figure out how the system is set up with analog equipment. And if you need more details on that, or if I didn't do this good enough, let me know and I'll make another video and we'll figure it out. All right. Like and subscribe. Thanks.